Shalom all, Stacy the Black Feather Intuitive, and welcome to New Moon Musings for the new moon on January 18th. And we are talking today about the waxing gibbous phase, which is happening on January 28th, and it's going all the way through to the 31st. So this is a phase that's going to be taking us all the way through to the end of the month. And Mr. Neo has decided that he would like to be a part of this video. So let's explore what is coming up for us here. We are starting with the Tarot of the Holy Spectrum. This is the tarot deck that we are using for this particular new moon cycle. And last cycle, we had the Two of Cups that we were exploring. So now we are diving in here, and this is a waxing gibbous. I choose. What energy can I lean into for confidence as I discern my commitments? Oh, we've got our second two, and this is when we get two numbers in a row, it's kind of like the universe saying, all right, this is really happening. Pay attention. There's something to really understand and to know here. And you know what? We had our Two of Cups. Now we're going into the Two of Swords. And what does Two of Swords mean, especially when we are talking about that I choose? It's the perfect card for choice, because the way I like to look at the Two of Swords is it's the shit sandwich card. So I have a choice to make between shit sandwich A and shit sandwich B. Neither choice is the most ideal. Let's all, I'd rather not and say we did. Let's all say that we did, but, move on to something else. But at the end of the day, if you want to get unstuck, sometimes that's what life presents. Is make the choice, eat the shit or take the shit, and then you get onto the other side, and then you can move forward, right? So it's sometimes we have to do those things just to get the ball rolling. And once the ball is rolling, we're good to go. So really feeling here like this particular window of time, especially coming out of that Two of Cups energy, where we were talking a lot about having to express your feelings and emotions, having those, long-awaited conversations with another person, being more expressive. And again, under that Capricorn moon energy, we're being influenced now to take what we learned from those conversations in the Two of Cups, and we're moving through now into this Two of Swords energy. What can I do with this information? And I feel like this is really going to be a window of time where application is important. And I want to say, get out of the monkey mind. There's no right decision here. There's no one right answer. It is more important that you tap into what you are feeling. And that's another component of this card as well. It's not always the shit sandwich card. It is today because that's how I'm interpreting it. But this card also indicates going in to the third eye. There's a reason why she's blindfolded. Someone didn't blindfold her. She asked to be blindfolded or chose to blindfold herself so that she does not believe what she's seeing with her human eyes, but that she's more inclined to really go within and tap into what she's seeing with that third eye, tapping into the intuition. And I'm really feeling here that is kind of the main focus, the main point of this particular chapter, this particular window of time. I'm also feeling that I tapped into some stuff earlier in a previous phase about people making some career choices. And I feel like it's this window of time where you're actually going to be able to put your money where your mouth is. This is the time to actually decide, even if it's just deciding for yourself, not maybe making a declaration about it, but you're deciding for yourself. I'm ready to do this. Again, I choose. You're making the choice. And I want to say you're taking it a step further. And not only are you making that choice, but you're committing to that choice and committing to that path. For those of you who are really stressed about making the wrong choice, the wrong call, hurting somebody, getting stuck in your people pleaser mode, this is not the time. And in fact, I feel like this next 4 days, once you make up your mind, it's almost like the universe hops on it right away and says, okay, we're going to act on this, or we're going to make it so that this person can't go back on their decision. Like they need to move forward. So it's kind of like, writing the resignation letter and leaving it on your boss's desk. And then you have anxiety that night and you're like, oh, I'll just go in really early in the morning and, go into his office and take it. And you get there like at 5 in the morning when you normally have to be there at 7 because you're so anxious. And you discover, oh, he just got back in from a trip and he stopped in and picked up all of his mail and all the stuff from his desk. And you're like, well, shit. Okay, the universe has now basically made it so that I'm committing, right? Or I've committed, whether I wanted to or not, I've committed. So also I want to say this goes along the lines of something that I talked about before. It's about being really impeccable with your words, being impeccable with the words that you're choosing right now, because in 2026, not specifically this time frame, but just in general in 2026, anything that you decide to create, to invent, to put energy to, and you have a thought, that thought is going to become a thing. So you want to be very clear when you have a thought that this is the thing that I want to do. This is the place that I want to go. This is where I want to take it. Again, a lot of stuff coming up around family related things. For some of you, not for all of you, there's going to be something coming up around children or a person that you feel responsible for. And I feel like the answer is no, wait, don't move ahead. Give it a little bit of extra time. Take a couple of extra days before you say yes, or before you move forward with whatever it is around this person. It's not about your choices and your commitments and your responsibilities. It is actually, when I'm giving you this information, it's because you're acting on behalf of someone else. You are responsible for that particular person's choices. So like I said, if it's a child and you're making a decision on behalf of that child, wait, take a couple of extra days. But if this is a decision that you're making for you, about you, yes, it might affect the child at, some point, or it might affect that person that you feel responsible to and for, but that's different. It's not, the choice isn't directly about them. The choice is about you. I hope that makes some sense as I'm explaining that. All right, guys, so that is our waxing gibbous phase for January 28th through to the 31st. And can you believe that we are already at the end of the first month of 2026? I know I cannot. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to put comments below on how you like this new format, switching it up, new year, new actions, right? New approaches, and sending you guys lots and lots of love. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share this content. Really trying to grow the channel this year. Would love your assistance with that. And click on the join button and find out how you can become a fabulous phoenix with Neo and I throughout this year. All right, guys, we'll see you for your next phase, which is February 1st, and that will be our full moon phase. Can't wait to see what's coming up for us in the full moon. Take care, guys. We'll see you on the flip side, and transform well.